Hey, y'all off the chain right now. Let me yank y'all back in here. Hey. So what we're gonna do is, I kind of got the feel. Ain't no kind of. I got the feeling that I think one of the issues with how I see stuff, with my old butt, and how you younger folks are seeing stuff. I got the feeling that it has something to do with the generational gap. So I felt the need to go ahead and kind of talk to that and see what you guys think about that. And so what I wanted to do too was I wanted to focus in on some of the advancements of civil rights. I wanted to kind of focus in on that because sometimes it seems like when we start talking about politics and some of these other things, I think we're kind of seeing this civil rights thing differently. I'm thinking about civil rights and what black folk went through in this country. And I'm thinking that maybe you guys are focused in on something else, like maybe where we're at today. And so I wanted to just kind of cover that. Okay, so that's what we're gonna kind of talk about. So let me go ahead and lead in with our standard introduction. Hello. Welcome to another exciting episode on DNA Hardwired, Common Sense Turned Upside Down. My name is Pop, and with me are Jackie, Aaron, Alicia, and Rachel. On our last episode, we discussed the religion last week. We really didn't finish, and we're going to loop around back to that. But I'll tell you, I was talking to the folks, Jackie and Aaron, Alicia, and Rachel, and I was telling them that I seem to have a different thought process on a lot of the things we're discussing than they do, and I finally realized that it probably has a lot to do with our generations. We're different generations, and so I wanted to kind of we want to kind of talk to this generational thing, this generational gap, and see if there's anything to that. So that's what we're going to kind of discuss for about the next hour or so. And I suspect this topic is going to be a little bit, I think it might come in a little bit hot. So we'll see how that turns out. And we're going to kind of focus on strides of black folk in America and some of the things that they may have went through and some of the people that kind of helped along the way. And we'll also throw in some modern day figures, Charleston White, Kevin Samuels, some of these other folks that Jackie and Aaron and Alicia and Rachel might be more familiar with. So that's kind of like what we're going to be doing today. Some of the things that kind of got me really focused on doing this is some of the things Brother Aaron said. So Aaron, I'm gonna kind of call you out a little bit. So.
Oh man, I love it. Let's do it.
I know Aaron boy. I tell you, he young fella. He loves a challenge. So let me just tell you. Let me just share with you some of the things that kind of led me this way. And Aaron, you let me know if I'm off on what I said. If maybe I'm off a little bit. One of the things that we've been talking about the character. He's a social media character. Charleston White, for those of you that never heard of him, because truthfully, I hadn't heard of him probably until within this last year. Brother Jackie, he keeps me informed with Brother Charleston and what's going on with him. But this character, Charleston White. So one of the things that Aaron had said was that that Charleston was a voice of reason. And I think Aaron insinuated that MLK, Martin Luther King, wasn't. So now you let me know if I'm off on that
one. No. I never said he wasn't a voice of reason. I never meant he wasn't a voice of reason. He was very, very, very impactful. I truly think he did the very best he could. I truly think he never did anything with the intent to mislead. But I also understand that last speech, he understood what he had done was not to the betterment of us.
So now
The result of him being able to, I'm listening.
okay. So when you said, see, so here we go. Now you just made another comment that I have a problem with. What did you just say about the last thing he did, the last march? What did you say?
That last speech.
Oh, the last speech. His "I Have a Dream" speech.
Yes,
that wasn't his last one. So that wasn't his last one.
Well,
no. I Have a Dream was not his last.
Well, no. Which one are you talking about? Which speech are you talking about?
One of those things.
The one he said, "I think I led my people to a burning building."
To a burning house. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
So what about that one then? Because I don't remember that one. But what about that one?
Basically, he knew fighting to be equal, or fighting to have a seat at your table, was misleading. We hadn't had any growth since segregation. Since segregation ended, we have not had any growth. And I challenge you to tell me where that growth has happened in the event that we have.
You said now. Say that again. You said since when now? Since when we haven't had any growth?
Segregation.
So you said since
segregation ending.
Okay. I heard you. So I think I got it now. So you said that since the end of segregation, about when do you think that may have been? I don't know. What year do you think? Give me a rough estimate. What year? It don't have to be exact. What time frame you think segregation ended? Approximately.
Segregation ended 60s.
In the 60s. Okay. So you're saying that basically since the 60s, and we're primarily talking about the black community. So primarily since the 60s, the black community really hasn't had any growth as far as advancements.
Right.
Okay. See, what about the rest of you guys? What do you think about that? Now, I want to try to keep on track here because we have a tendency to get off track. But what about the rest of you guys? You think that since the 60s, black folk in America hasn't made really any advancements as far as equality and those types of things? You don't think we've made any advancements?
This is Rachel. I think that we've made some, or at least it appears that we have made some by some of the things that we've been able to do. I do kind of understand what Aaron is saying, but I can't say that it's absolute.
Okay. Nothing is absolute. So, and I'm not pushing back on Rachel. We got to stop learning. We got to stop with this mentality. We got to run all the way to the right, all the way to the left in these conversations.
Well, I think saying that we haven't made any advancements is going all the way to one side.
But no, I don't think that's what was said. But my point is this.
No, that is what was said. No, that is what was said. No, that is what was said.
Okay. Prior to integration, when the civil rights movement started, we had began to develop an entire economic structure within our community. Bus companies, grocery stores, all of this. You know what killed all of that momentum? Integration. Since integration, we've not made any movement forward in the black community when it comes to economic foothold. We are extreme consumers. We do not have a voice that moves the needle. And that's what COINTELPRO killed. That's what integration killed. Black Wall Street, the destruction of Black Wall Street killed that voice killed that movement. So what Aaron is saying, that we began to grab a foothold, just like the Jewish have done in this country, just like the Hispanics have done in this country. We're the only ones that still to this day do not have an economic foothold that moves the needle in our own community. We don't have grocery stores. We don't have schools. We don't have what makes a community thrive. We don't have
what makes a community. I just make a community thrive. We don't have what makes a community.
The Jewish community, in the Jewish community, in the dollar bounces 17 times. I went and found my notes from 2020, other day. In the white, for any community to thrive, the dollar has to bounce 7 times at least. In the white community, it bounces 7 times. The Jewish community, it bounces 17. I think Hispanic community, it bounces 5 to 6. In the black community, it don't bounce at all.
See, here's my problem.
Here's
my problem. Here's my problem. You guys keep comparing white folks to white folks.
No,
let me finish. No, let me finish. No, let me finish, please. Let me finish. Please let me finish. Black people are the only people in America that was ever held in slavery in America. We are unique, right? Black folks, that's the only race of people in America where there had to be laws established to protect us. We are different. And see, and that's one of the things, let me lower my voice. See, and to me, that's one of the things these different generations don't realize. And I'm going to go over some things here. Hopefully we'll point out some of those things. And the statement that we kind of got started on this when Aaron said that he didn't really feel that we made that much or any progress since integration. Let me tell you something. In 1975, 1985, in 1995, I don't think there was probably anybody in America that would have ever thought that we'd ever have a black president. In the 60s and 70s and 80s, I don't think there was anybody in America that thought in some of these major states we'd have black governors. So we have made a whole lot of progress. We got millionaires now. We got billionaires. You're talking about finances. We got millionaires. We got billionaires. We got a black folk living in $1 million homes. And we've made a ton of progress. And a lot of it had to do with the movement from some of these leaders that we'll talk about a little later probably that kind of helped pave the way. So now let me go to another. Let me see. Maybe I think we may have lost somebody here. Who's not on? I mean, is Jackie? Jackie, you're still there?
Yeah, Aaron, call Aaron. Aaron, you dropped Aaron. Call him.
Aaron
right now.
Aaron. Okay, so let me go ahead and try to get Brother Aaron back on here. Let me see. So okay, yeah, okay. I see Aaron is the one that's missing. So let me try to get Brother Aaron here. Since he started this mess, he done started the mess and hung up on us. What the hell? All right, hold on a second here.
Hey.
All right, you back, brother?
Yeah, I got kicked out.
Okay. All right, no problem.
Right. Hey, Papa Rachel kicked you out, bro. Blame it on this.
No, I didn't do it, brother.
Man. It's convenient, man.
Hey, them damn haters, bro. Them damn haters. Drink that haterade. Call it Kool-Aid.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. Now I'm gonna go to another statement that Aaron had made here. And Aaron, I'm going to have to read the text that you sent me now, brother, because I know I'm old, but I'm not that bad. Here's one. I felt that you implied that Charleston was a man of reason and MLK was not.
No.
That's not what you said?
I like the fact that Charleston has a very consistent platform, a stance. Like he's always the same. Whether he gets it wrong, whether I feel he gets it right. It's always the extreme. You can never question if his stance is pro-black.
Now, come on now. Alicia, are you willing to say what just happened with this consistent brother here? Are you willing? And I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let me finish. I really appreciate you sharing that because I was totally unaware. But go ahead, say what you was going to say.
This is Rachel, and anyone that will degrade the creator of their community the way Charleston White does, you can't tell me that his stance is always pro-black.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you. And Alicia,
please. To the White, well, hold up. When Charleston White was going to the White House on our behalf.
Please. I got a point. I would like for Alicia to address it. Alicia, please share with us what you shared with us, with everybody, with what you shared with us this morning about Charleston with that case with that family.
No, Pop, you pushing the narrative. Pop.
Okay, no.
Don't let him go. Let him go.
Hold up. Just because I may disagree with how he did it doesn't mean I have an issue with it. Like, the thing is this.
Do me a favor. Share what happened. Do me a favor. First, share what happened so people will know what we're talking about. Do me a favor. You share what happened.
Okay, well, in the case with Carmelo Anthony, Charleston White went to social media and told the world that he's no longer behind the family.
Okay, now what did he say prior to that, though? What did he say prior to that? Who did he start off with? Who did he start off behind with initially?
Well, Charleston White has always been with Carmelo Anthony. He made his.
No, he was not.
You can't show one video where find the video.
Well, let me just ask this. I'm not going to go to the video. I'm going to ask your brothers.
Okay.
Let me finish. I'm going to ask your brothers. Aaron.
Okay, wait.
No. Hold on. Aaron. No. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Aaron and Jackie. No. Why don't you want this to come out? Aaron and Jackie. No, let me finish. Aaron and Jackie. Did you hear that initially Charleston White was on the side of the family of the boy that got stabbed? Did you or did you not hear that?
He was.
Okay.
No, he was. No, I know that.
Okay. So No. Let's stay on track. Let's stay on track. Let's stay on track. No. Let's stay on track. No. Let's stay on track.
I can't let you try
You
to push
can
no.
Once we get past this, then you can. No. Why can't we do the facts? Why can't we just do the facts? No, and I will let you talk. I will let you talk.
You missed the facts.
No, I will let you talk. So back to Alicia. Alicia, he was on the side of the White family first. Your brothers just confirmed that. That's all I wanted to say. Now,
no, he wasn't on the side of the White family. He was on the side of what he knows the law to be.
What he knew the law would be. Thank you. That's where I'm going with this.
I would have to find those videos. And let me say this. What it is I'm not really against that because he still has the right to change his mind. Okay.
But that's my point. Aaron said he was consistent. No, Aaron said he was consistent. Aaron said he was consistent.
I do believe he's consistent. I do believe he's consistent.
Hold on. Let me say this. Look, Bob, you just can't land right there because when more information comes out, more facts come out. You can, just like anyone, you can change your mind.
What about Martin Luther King? Can Martin Luther King change his mind? Can Martin Luther King change his mind? Can Martin Luther King change his mind? Okay then. Oh, okay. I thought you guys had a problem with that.
He did.
Okay, I thought y'all had a problem with that. I thought you had a problem with that.
No,
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He realized that he led that last speech telling black people that I feel I've led my people into a burning building with him changing his stance. I never demonized him for that.
Oh, okay. What stance did he change?
He was supported with that.
He was able to not only. Hold on. I not only did he change his stance, but I respect the fact that you're willing to say that I was wrong and do whatever you were doing, going in the wrong direction, to redirect that energy.
Well, tell me what you think.
That's all I'm saying there.
What do you think? Tell me then what you think he thought he was wrong about. What do you think he was what do you think he was saying he was wrong about?
Let me ask him. Okay,
he was fighting for us to get somebody else's counter.
Say that again, brother.
Fighting for a seat at white America's counter.
So let me ask you this.
One of the things.
Go ahead.
One of the things that Martin Luther King began to talk about as no longer was equality in the sense of being able to go into your restaurant. He began to change his stance regarding the financial structure, the banks, the way the dollar was moving. He began to push that narrative towards the end. That's what began to get him killed. That's what got him killed because he began to change. I don't want to be in your restaurant. I don't want to be in your business. Let's have our own. That's what he was switching up to. Go listen to that last speech. The one he gave before he was assassinated, before he was killed.
It was the day before he was killed, actually. It wasn't just right before. It was the day before.
As long as he was preaching nonviolence and screaming at, we just gonna take you. We're gonna take your dogs being put on us. We're gonna take going to jail. We're gonna take being passive. He was okay. That's why they never gave us Malcolm X. Malcolm X said we're gonna kick in the door and we can kill her and do whatever we need to do to get where we need to be.
Do you understand? Let me finish. Do you guys understand that this movement was a process? Do you understand? No, you don't. No, you don't. No, let me explain it. Let me explain it to you. Let me explain it. Let me explain it to you. Let me explain it to you. Let me explain it to you. This movement was a process. You had to be able to get in the door. You had to be able to get in the door first before you could kind of make some of those moves that you're talking about, Jackie. What he did was his movement helped pave the way step by step to where we at least could get in the door so that we could accomplish some of these things you're talking about. It wasn't an overnight thing.
Let me ask you this, Pop.
Go ahead.
Give me the other group.
When did we get in the door?
Watch this. Thank you. That's what I'm going there. When do you give me the other group? They had to go through this long ass process to get some level of equality.
What other group in America was ever held slavery all this damn time? Name one other group.
Now, is it? That's not my point.
I know it's not your point, brother. I know it's not your point, brother. And that's the point you're missing.
None of them you were able to enslave because they killed back.
That's the point that you're missing.
America has helped every other group get a foothold except for black people.
That's my point. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So, again, fuck the process. Kick the door in.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Black people are in America. Black people in America. There has never been another group in America treated and held back and still like black Americans. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Right now, let me tell you something. No, hold up a minute. Right now, brother Jackie, even you at your age, right now, you guys are benefiting. You are benefiting where a lot of those black folks went through. And you don't even realize it. That's what I was trying to explain about generational gap. That's what I was trying to explain about generational gap. Go ahead.
No, you cannot say that we're benefiting from it, and because we're benefiting from it, we should be okay with where we are.
Yes, you should be.
I'm tired of black people saying because hold on. I'm tired of black people with the mentality of, oh, you stick a knife 6 inches into my back, put it out 3, and I should be happy because you put it out 3. Now get the fucking knife on my back.
Who stabbed you in the back?
That's an analogy to make a point.
Well, who's the analogy? What point? Who are you talking about?
No, you let in the fact. I'm gonna bring it back to what you just said.
Okay.
You said we're the only demographic that's been slaves.
Yes.
Right?
In America, yes.
So there's been a system in the country. So there's been a system of inequality aimed at black people, right?
Yes.
Okay, now it's 2026. We should be happy and content because we're no longer slaves and this is where we are.
No
bullshit.
No. We should be happy that we've made progress and that there's people who's dead now that helped get us here. That's all I'm saying. No, we're not where we should. No, I agree with you. Look, brother. Look, I agree. Look, brother. I agree with you. Go ahead.
Can we just speak one at a time, y'all? Because I'm trying to hear everybody's point.
Okay, go ahead.
No, my point is, I'm happy. I can be content that we're no longer slaves. I can be content that we have a level of integration. We're not discriminated against in businesses. But I'm also can be very disgruntled with the fact that we don't have an economic foothold in this country, and that is and we need to push that envelope. Two things can be true at the same time.
All right, so let me ask you a question. When we
talk about that event, okay.
Go ahead, Aaron.
When we talk about that advancement, we don't talk about it in its entirety. Because truth be told, to sum it up, like it could be summed up with one sentence. The good news is we came a long way. The bad news is we went the wrong fucking way.
Right.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. we're getting back to this generational thing. Let's get back to this generational thing real quick. And it's, what are you guys doing? When I say you guys, I don't mean Jackie, Aaron, Alicia, Rachel. I'm talking about this generation. What are you guys doing?
Guess what?
Participating with the parents that told us not to fight.
Right, exactly. That's what we're doing. Number one, and then we got, and I'm gonna throw you in this spot.
Go ahead.
We got your generation saying Charleston White is the problem.
He is, because he ain't doing shit.
Hold on, man.
He ain't doing shit but talking.
Hold on. Charleston White is the problem because he's speaking to the problem that we currently have. Charleston White was calling our game bangers and the most degenerates of our community. You didn't say a doggone thing about that.
What is Charleston White doing besides talking?
Hold on. He's bringing attention to it.
Attention to what?
What
is he bringing attention to?
He's bringing attention to it. He's bringing attention to the degenerates in our community.
All right, so that's great.
So get rid of that.
Now, what call to action is that doing? What call to action is that? What kind of effect is that having for a call to action for your generation to do something?
Truth be told, it's hard for our generation to do something because your generation is still in the way.
Blaming.
Thank you.
Y'all blaming. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something about my generation. No, let me tell you something. Do you know how old Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, do you know how old those leaders were when they was raising hell? Do you know how old they were?
Yeah.
How old?
Yeah, they were kids. That's why they were able to be confused.
That's right. I don't care, but they made progress. They made progress.
Ran people like Ralph Abernathy away so you could put him in a case.
They made progress.
And actually influence him to run the wrong way.
Yeah. They made progress. They were young. You blaming. We're out the picture. We're out. Look, brother, I'm telling you. My generation, let me tell you, my generation has been put out the pasture. My generation has been put out the pasture. You guys are right now, you the ones should be raising hell. Why y'all blaming us?
Nope. Because you're still in the way.
How? What are we doing?
Anytime you start asking for real equality, and anytime we're willing to die for it, there's never been an older group of individuals.
When was the last time? When was the last time? When I say you, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your generation. When? Who was it? Who was the person? Who was the people? What was the organization of your generation that wanted to raise some hell and the old people got in the way? Name one instant.
The church.
What about the church?
Your black church has been in the way. Like, that's what I mean by your generation.
Oh, my God.
Like, your generation is never saying we're going to lead anything. What I'm
you got to wait for me?
We have not been a part of any movement outside of lack of participation.
You got to wait for me to tell you what to do. You got to wait for my generation.
Not at all. I have to get out of the way for the people who were mistaught by your generation.
Oh, my goodness.
I have to bring them up to speed first.
Take some responsibility. Take some responsibility.
You can debate it.
You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't say on one hand. You can't say
that's a lie. This is why that's a lie.
Go ahead.
Because at the poll, your group votes one way and my group votes another. We don't have no unity.
All right. What way do your group vote? What way do your group vote?
It's truly right leaning.
No. Even your group, there's more of them that should be voting right, but no, they're still voting left. They're still left leaning. Want
to know why?
Let me tell you why.
Want to know why?
Why?
Want to know why?
Why?
Because we were taught by people who would not fight.
Right.
And
y'all just blaming. Y'all just blaming.
Miseducation that you get nowhere.
Y'all just blame.
This conversation has been relevant for the past 60 years in the same community.
Y'all blaming.
Nobody else is having it.
Y'all blaming. Huh? That's why y'all so good on social media. That is why y'all so damn good on social media. Y'all are good at talking.
Oh my God.
You are.
Blaming. How we speaking to the facts?
Blaming. What facts? You're not doing nothing. Your generation ain't doing shit except talking and complaining and bitching. That's all your generation is doing.
as you go down through history, your generation was the one that put us on the sideline and cut everybody nuts off at the end of the day.
And spoke
all I
against
can
people
tell you,
like Tupac.
all I can tell you,
against people like Assata
all
Shakur.
I can tell you is, if you look at history, go ahead.
Let me ask the question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask the question.
Go ahead.
The question.
Go ahead.
And I'm not coming at you personally.
No, go ahead.
Let me clear that on that.
Well, this is a generational thing. This is a generational thing. Go ahead.
Going back to the conversation last week, give me the demographic of us that was willing to die for our equality, that was willing to die for the right for the civil rights movement. Give me that group that was willing to die, and they're going to stand on it. No one. They gave us the only reason Martin Luther King was given because white people were okay with the argument, with his speeches. They were not okay with it.
See, and this is what I'm answering your question. Let me answer your question. Can I answer your question?
Hold on, I'm going somewhere with that. Every demographic on the face of the planet, they fought for their equality. They went in, they took over. We talk about white people. White people are not indigenous to any place on the planet. They come in and they conquer every place they touch.
Can I answer your question?
Go ahead.
Let me answer. I'm gonna try to answer your question. That's why I wanted to do this episode and talk about generation. I got a whole bunch of stuff down here. What we fought for and what we died for in my generation and the generation before my generation. Maybe that's what part of. Let me finish. Maybe that's what part of the problem is. You guys don't know history. I lived through the shit. No, let me finish. I lived through the shit. So when you say, well, who died and who this and who that, I lived through that. It's in the history books. They must not be teaching that in history anymore. Talk to your parents. Talk to your grandparents. Those people died. They got their ass whooped. Go ahead.
Pop, I think what they're looking at is they're saying that.
This is Rachel? This is Rachel? Is this Rachel?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
Yes.
Go ahead.
They went and conquered everywhere they went, but they came with the upper hand. When they got here to the indigenous people didn't have the guns and the different things that they had. They came with deception. They came with weapons. They came with things that they didn't have. When the ones that came here and they're successful, you're talking about the dollars and the Jewish community and the Hispanic community. These people came here with a leg up. We came here with two legs down.
Thank you.
So no, there's no way that we can have the same equality.
Thank you.
Fighting. And once slavery was over, we still had to fight to be able to get off of those same plantations.
Thank you.
It was over, but then they told us that we owed them, so we had to stay.
Rachel, I'm gonna have to ask you. Rachel, I'm gonna have to ask you. Rachel, I'm gonna have to ask you a personal question. Hold up, let me finish one question. Rachel, can I ask you a personal question if you don't mind answering it?
Oh, absolutely.
What's your age range? You don't have to give me a specific. What's your age range?
I'm 55, but I was born to a man that was 51 when I was born. My father was born in 1921.
Okay.
His father, his great-grandfather that raised him, mimicked the story of 12 years of slaves, where my people were freed people in Maryland, and he got stolen out of the front yard. So I have a long history of knowing history.
Thank you. I knew there had to be something. I didn't know what it was, but it had to be something that enable you to be able to see. But go ahead. I think somebody else was going to say something. Or I don't know if you're finished. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rachel. Were you finished? Were you finished, Rachel?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, Aaron.
One question, right?
Okay.
What was the difference in between the treatment of black Muslims when they were willing to die, and black Christians when they were dying anyway? Because when you mentioned MLK, you've mentioned Medgar Evers, you've mentioned all the people that lost their life. You ain't mentioned a man yet that was dying fighting. You mentioned a man that died peaceful. He practiced peace. When you were willing to die here, that's one thing your group has completely missed. It's almost like Malcolm X didn't exist when Martin was around, because they showed up with guns, they showed up with weapons,
They showed up with bad intentions. So you never have any history. You barely have any history of them being on the other end of rubber bullets, fire hoses, and German shepherds. Your group missed the point, whether you like it or not.
Aaron, do I need to do this for you? Do I need to go back?
No,
I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna answer your question.
Answer that question.
I'm answering it now.
If you could answer that question without deviating, I will love it.
No, I'm gonna answer that question right now. You're talking about. I think. Let me make sure I got this right. You're basically saying that my generation. We're talking about my generation, 50, 60, possibly 70, whatever, early 70s. We weren't willing to die. Is that what I heard you say?
No. Yes, and what I mean by that is, you died being peaceful. You didn't die willing to die.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. So now I'm going to finish answering your question. I can get you a list of those people that died. I'm going to try to find every one of them I can. You already know about Martin. You know about Medgar Evers. You know. I'm going to get you
all died peaceful.
What do you mean? What do you mean they died peaceful?
All died practically.
All died peaceful. All died peaceful.
No.
All died peaceful, pushing a
non-violent movement.
Okay, I have a question.
Hold on, Rachel. The Muslims, the Nation of Islam, that generation, no, they showed up with guns. You gonna shoot one of us, we're gonna kill 10 of yours. That was the mentality. That mentality as a group, and this is what Aaron is talking about. We don't have that as a group. Like one of us may die, but we're gonna take out you. Watch this. Let me say this, and this is no bull. I said this 25 years ago. And I know this is going to be a controversial statement on this podcast. Until black people were willing to kill white women and children, nothing was going to change.
What for?
Nothing was going to change.
Why would you need to kill them?
Hold on, hold on. Because white men was willing to kill black women and children.
Are they killing them today? 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 What are we talking about killing people for?
The system is pretty in place to do it today.
It looks different today.
Go ahead, Rachel. Hold. Let Rachel go ahead. Rachel, you had something to say? Go ahead, Rachel.
I just had to switch the money around because I didn't know.
Go ahead, Rachel.
We hear you. Are you talking to us?
Rachel?
Are you talking to us, Rachel?
Don't go into a frenzy.
Rachel,
can you hear us?
Rachel, I think.
Rachel, we hear you.
Hello, Rachel.
Rachel.
Oh,
Rachel, we hear
trying
you.
to get me on the phone.
Rachel, are you there? I may have to hang up on her because she might say something inappropriate.
Yes.
You there, Rachel?
I'm here.
Girl,
We hear you.
We can hear you. We hear you.
We hear everything you're talking about.
We heard everything you said, girl.
Hold on.
Did you have something to say, Rachel? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys. When she's ready, she'll come back in. But
what I'm saying is what I'm saying is, Pop, and I'm not advocating for what I just said.
I heard you.
Like going down through history, white men were willing to kill black women and kill black babies at their discretion.
And so what were they supposed to do? What was black people supposed to do? I'm just asking you, what was black people supposed to do?
Guess what? My point is this. We were not willing to match that energy as a group.
Brother,
we were not willing to match that energy.
That's our problem. See, that's what I'm trying to explain to you, brothers. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Different generation. You didn't live through the 50s and 60s. You don't know what it was. No, that's right. I did. I'm trying to explain to you what it was like. Black people. Let me finish. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about the 50s. Let me finish. Let me explain something to you about the 50s and 60s. All right? And what black people had and what they didn't have. Black people didn't have the type of armament or knowledge that you're talking about, brother. You're talking about a massacre.
Pop, you act like I don't know that. I'm from Mississippi. I got a father and a grandfather.
Then what are you talking about fighting? Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Okay. if we didn't have it, how did other groups have it?
They were white.
Thank you.
How did the Muslims get it? Okay, now the single Muslim was white.
No. What group of, you keep talking about these Muslim people fighting and shit. What Muslim? Let me finish. No. Let me finish. Would you let me finish? Let me finish. Please let me finish. Please let me finish.
Willing, you don't have to.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's an excuse.
Okay.
Muslims didn't. Let me tell you something. I was there. I'm trying to explain it to you. I saw the Muslims. All right. I saw the Muslims out doing their business thing, doing this and doing that. The Muslims wasn't fighting no damn body. What are you talking about?
They was willing to.
Hold on.
They wasn't willing to do shit. That's not true.
This is what you're missing.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Muslims. Muslims was ready to kill other black people. I'm telling you, I was there. I witnessed it.
They were willing to kill everybody in the way.
Right.
That's what made them special. They were willing to kill everybody in the way.
They ain't kill no white folks. Let me tell you something. In the black community, I'm telling you, you guys ain't listening. That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. Y'all talking about something that you don't know about personally. Let me tell you something. I grew up in those black Muslim neighborhoods. Black people were scared of the Muslims. We black people that weren't Muslims, we was afraid of them because we knew what they would do to us. Y'all don't get it, do you?
Everybody was.
Watch this. You just made a point that you don't even recognize.
Tell me what the point is.
You missed it.
Go ahead.
The entire point.
Go ahead.
You just made a point.
Go ahead.
Anytime there's a strong father in the house, everybody in that goddamn house is afraid of it, including the wife. Anytime there's a strong father in that house, everybody in that house straightens up and act right, including the rats and roaches.
Here's the problem.
Now you have a strong segment within the black community called those Muslims.
That's right.
Everybody in the community.
The black community, yeah.
Hold on, watch this. Everybody in the community and in other communities.
No, they're not in other communities. That's the problem. That's the problem. They're not in the other communities.
No. This is part of the problem because you won't let it get it out. Let me tell you the problem with that is because you think this movement happens when everybody sits down at a negotiating table and they walk away and everybody happy with it. No, I'm here to take my land. I'm here to take my position. And guess what? If you have to lose your life or lose your position based off it, so be it. Who cares?
Why haven't you heard of any Muslims? Why haven't you heard of any notable Muslims other than Malcolm X, right? And when Malcolm X lost his life, Malcolm X had made a switch. I don't know if you guys knew that. But what other Muslim, well-known Muslim, other than Malcolm X, do you know of that died for the cause? You keep talking about these other folks.
Shakur.
Who?
Assad ran.
Assad
killed them and ran.
What?
Assad shot cops and got up out of here.
Right. I forgot about her. I forgot she did. Yes, she did. She friendly cute.
And not only that,
who's ever heard of her? Other than some black folk, who ever heard of her? I mean, come on.
She fled to Cuba.
That's the problem.
She was in exile. She fled to Cuba.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. That's the problem. That is the problem right there. You don't know the success stories of the people who are willing to. Muslims were so feared, it was an inside job on Malcolm.
Right, we know that.
Muslims were so feared, inside job on Malcolm.
Okay. Another statement from Brother Aaron here. He said he was I have to emphasize that way. He said he was way more impressed with a man who stands on his beliefs. Now I'm thinking Charleston. Was I wrong? Are you talking about Charleston?
In general, but yeah.
Okay. He said he was way more impressed with a man who stands on his beliefs and never wavered. That's where that part comes in. He wavered more than a man that wasn't smart enough. I'm thinking we're talking about Malcolm. Wasn't smart enough to see he was a puppet in the grand scheme of things. So you feel that Malcolm was a puppet.
No, Martin.
I mean, excuse me, brother. You're right. Martin Luther King was a puppet.
Yes.
Who was the master? Who was the puppet master?
The people that put him in place. The people that put him in power.
Who was
White
that?
leadership.
Who was that?
White American leadership.
White leadership.
So Martin didn't come
Because
through
y'all
the. He
listen,
didn't.
when Martin Luther King said, "I led my people into a burning house," you know he was talking about America, white America.
Thank you.
He was talking about white America.
Who is this? Alicia?
And
That's Alicia.
Okay.
This is Alicia.
Okay.
And not only did Martin Luther King knew that even integration, that we would still have a problem, that there will still be a problem with poverty, discrimination, and economic inequality. He knew that that we would still, and why would this still be? Because what Martin Luther King knew that we would never get that what the white man received, what the white woman received, what their children.
He knew he would never get what he marched from Mississippi to Washington D.C. for. He knew he wouldn't see that in his lifetime with the current state of things. So yeah, I do think, and you take it when I say that as a level of disrespect.
Oh no, I don't.
I'm able to have a.
No, I didn't see it as. I didn't. No, brother. Look, brother. Let me say. I didn't take it as disrespect. I just took it as you not knowing. But go ahead.
Gotcha.
That's why I wanted to do this thing on a generational thing.
Yeah, I respect the movement, but since I'm having an in-house conversation, I get to say things that, simply put, I wouldn't say anywhere else.
I appreciate that. I greatly appreciate it. That's why I love you guys having you on.
The conversation that what you say?
And I just want to get back on Charleston White for just a minute, because I was literally cut off, and I want to circle back to that.
Go ahead, babe.
Okay, so I think I'm going to give this example, because Jeffy uses this example very often. He said, if the house is burning down, and I think I've said this thing before, are we going to look at how a man tells a woman, get the F out the house, or get out of the house? Or are we going to look at the house is burning down, and he's trying, and this man is trying to save you from a burning house? We could dislike Charleston White for how he says things, but you know what? When he was sitting there talking like that preppy white boy, none of us was listening.
Thank you.
We wasn't listening. Now that he's saying nigga, now that he's saying, I'm glad this nigga did it, because guess what? Y'all sitting and clapping for this young kid who was a killer. We can look at how he delivers it. We can look at how he delivers it, but it's still true in the matter. And guess what? He's still a voice for this younger generation. Because you go walk up to an 18, 19-year-old kid and talk to him. Hey, son, I need to talk to you for a minute. Them boys ain't trying to listen to that. We talk about men, these boys who've been shooting at people since they were 14 and 15 years old. We talking about them from being in gangs of 14 and 15 years old. We talking about kids who was brought in gangs and being jumped by 20 to 30 people. They're not going to receive it the way you receive it, Pop. They're not going to receive it the way I would receive it. They're not going to receive it the way Aaron and Jackie would receive it, because we were brought up in different times.
I'd agree with that.
But the message is still solid.
looks like I've lost my other host due to some technical difficulties, so I will just close us out. Let me make a couple of points on some of the things I heard on this episode. There's definitely a generational gap occurring here, no doubt in my mind. The younger hosts on this call are speaking on things they have no firsthand experience nor knowledge of. They are basing their thoughts and opinions on what they have experienced in their relatively short adulthood, without the barriers and obstacles previous generations had to deal with. They have no firsthand knowledge of that. I do. They don't appear to be willing to listen to someone or consider what I, a person who has firsthand knowledge of and experience with, is attempting to share with them. They are deep into blaming. When asked why their generation isn't doing some of the things they blame my generation for not doing, they blame past generations, my generation. They say we are in their way, which prevents them from acting. I never got a clear explanation as to how we were in their way in preventing them from acting. In past episodes, they have blamed women for why relationships end badly. They blame women for sons that turn out badly as husbands and fathers. They blame the government for broken Black families. Blame, blame, blame. We will continue next week and see where we go on this subject of the generational gap. After listening to this episode, I'd like to know your thoughts and the thoughts of maybe some of your young adult children or grandkids. Leave me a message on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. It's called DNA Hardwired, Common Sense Turned Upside Down. Or just leave me an email at popnuck, K-N-U-C-K. That's popnuck@cox.net. All right, then. We'll check you out on our next episode next week. We're out of here.
Think it through, people.
And I'm sitting there telling you not to be afraid is not a good point. I don't get that.
Well, she pointed something out that I hadn't thought about, and that was you're talking about a generation or two from slavery. These people have been.
We all know it's a generation or two from slavery.
Well, you don't think that might still have a fear factor on them to a degree?
Because if that's the case, then how do we have all these Black Wall Streets that develop around the country and that was a fear? Rosewood was a thing. Tulsa, Oklahoma was a thing.
Yeah, but you're talking about two different things. On one hand, we're talking about taking up arms. Then on another hand, now we're talking about building buildings and all businesses and all the rest of this stuff. Look, here's the whole thing. Here's the whole thing.
It was all done in the midst of fear.
Here's the whole thing. I'm going to get back to this generational thing. You guys weren't there. I was there. And when you talk about there was no race, I don't know if you guys heard about the riots and all the rest of that stuff back in the day when people were raising hell, burning shit. Y'all never heard of that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that wasn't just sitting down and laying down and taking it. That was fighting back. And I don't know if you guys heard of a lot of these black folks that was being hung and all the rest of this stuff because they were taking stands. Y'all never heard of that?
Question, Pop.
Go ahead.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Give me, and guess what? This is going to be triggering. Give me the white women and children that went through that.
What do you mean?
No, we're talking about the riots and what was happening to our community. They were willing to come in and decimate our whole community. We were not willing to go over there, snatch little Annie up and snatch little Tommy up and get in the same.
You see, brother, that's the generational thing. That's the generational thing I was talking about. Here you are today, and let me finish. No, let me finish. Please, let me finish. Here you are in 2026, right? And people back in the 50s and 60s died to get you to where you are today, that you can talk freely like you're talking right now. All right? You feel very secure in being able to say those things. You feel very secure in being able to maybe go into some of those neighborhoods now and do whatever you said. But all I'm trying to explain to you guys is back then that was different. And if we want to say that it was a fear factor there, absolutely. As Rachel brought up the point. Huh?
But that's the only thing that was different.
What?
Every developed country has showed you that there's never been a more formidable opponent than a non-negotiating group of men with weapons.
So where are y'all at today? I will come back to this.
In this world.
Is that
enough generations away from that slavery that caused the fear and all of that activity? Why don't we have young black men in the street now?
Thank you. I was just getting ready to say that. Rachel. Thank you.
We just answered that.
Go ahead. What was the answer?
By people with the thinking of you. We don't get to this point until we're well out of that season.
Look, you see.
Old to even participate.
Rachel, that's your answer. They're good at blaming. You know, these are the same. Let me finish a second. These are the same mentality of young people who ain't doing shit today. Again, we're talking in general. Who ain't doing shit today, and they blame their mama and their daddy or society or something else. They blaming. You guys, and I say you guys, I'm talking about your generation. If y'all feel the way you say you feel, then y'all get up and take some weapons, kick our ass, move us to the side, go out there and do what you say need to be done. We done did our battles. All right? We fought our battles for what we thought was right. We tied. If we are in your way, move us aside. You're a lot younger than us. Move us aside and you go do what you say needs to be done and stop blaming us. Y'all need to check y'all history. Again, you need to talk to your fathers, your mothers, your grandmothers, your grandfather, like Rachel. Rachel knows because she got it from firsthand. She didn't have listen to Kevin and Charleston and some of these other social media people. Their main thing is out here to make money. They don't mind lying to you and deceiving you. Because you giving them bucks, and that's what they're about. Talk to some people that love you, that know firsthand what happened. And check your history. What I'm gonna do is give you guys one last chance, and each of you take as much time as you wanna, make your point, and we're gonna go ahead and close this thing out.